Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Pendryhome, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Lakin, and in today's video we are going to be decorating for Valentine's Day, and I am so excited to share some of the DIYs that I've put together for Valentine's Day and just to decorate with y'all. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. Alright, so I'm just going to start here in my living room and work on my built-ins, and as y'all will see, I'm just going to simply take away some of my neutral decor and just put in the Valentine's decor. I'm keeping it very simple and more natural this year for Valentine's Day, and it's going to turn out so sweet and romantic. So that's just a tip. You really don't have to do much as long as you can just throw your pops of color in. It really just makes a difference. And one of the things that I have discovered and just learned throughout my decorating is if you incorporate the color palette that you're using at least 3 times in a space, then it looks like it was meant to be there. But if you don't incorporate it at least 3 times, then it won't look put together. So you want to incorporate your color palette at least 3 times in your area. So like in your living room, you want to incorporate it at least 3 times. In like any other area, like your kitchen, dining room, wherever you're decorating, you want a pop of color at least to show up at least 3 times in that area to make it look coordinated and put together. That's just a little design hack, and it really just keeps the eye flowing so it doesn't look out of place, and it's just really, really pretty and nice. So so that's what I wanted to do, and just like I said, just taking away some of those natural, neutral decor pieces and then just popping in these Valentine colors really just made a difference this year. On the fireplace, I'm going to add the garland that I got from Hobby Lobby this year, and at the end of the video y'all will see that I ended up tweaking it a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so switching gears, I'm going to share the first DIY, which is a DIY heart garland. And all you're going to need for this DIY is an old book, some jute twine, some scissors, and a lighter if you want to make it look more rustic. So I just decided to take the lighter to my edges after I cut out a few hearts, however many hearts you want for your garland. You're just going to need that many pages, of course. And then I took the lighter to the edges just to give them more of a rough edge and make them look more vintage. And then I just cut a little hole in them and then twined in the jute, and y'all will see how sweet this is and what such an impact it made this year in my Valentine's decorating. This is super inexpensive and easy, and you may even have an old book lying around that you're never going to pick up again and read, so you can just tear the pages out of that and use it. Or you can also find old books at thrift stores for $1 or less, and this is just a really inexpensive way but makes such an impact in your home for Valentine's Day. So I ended up twining these DIY hearts in a lot of the areas in my home, and I just love the cozy cottage feel that it gave to a lot of the areas, and I don't really even know where my favorite spot is that they are. I love how the coffee bar ended up being turning out and everything, but I also love the other areas that I put it. It just made such a difference in these areas, so I definitely recommend you try making this. It's so easy, and I just use tape to put them up, and it just is so sweet, and it's just so simple and romantic. For this next DIY, you are going to need a piece of fabric. I chose white fabric, and this is 2 yards, and I just folded it, and this will fit my table. So this is going to be a DIY table runner, and this is super inexpensive and cheap again, and made such an impact for the dining room table this year. Instead of me having to go out and buy a new table runner, I decided to DIY one. So I'm just gonna iron this how I want it folded out on the table, so that way it's all even and the creases and everything are even on the table. And then you're also just gonna need some paint. I chose a cream color that is super pretty. It's actually a paint sample that I had from when I painted our bathroom, and so I just used that as my paint color, and you guys will see here in a minute what I do with it. So now that the table is cleaned and I have this white fabric runner out on it, I'm just going to start painting XOXO all over the whole runner. So I'm sure y'all have seen, this is very popular this year, and they even actually have a table runner at Walmart that looks like this, except it is black and white. I didn't want the harshness of the black, so that's why I used tan paint. I really like that better, but I'm just going to paint this on here, and this is so easy, and again, makes such an impact in your Valentine's decor, and it's super inexpensive because most people have fabric lying around and they have paint lying around. And if you don't have fabric lying around, especially white fabric is extremely cheap to buy. I am going to take these Dollar Tree heart doilies that I actually got last year, but they do have them in stores again this year, and I'm going to lay these out on my placemats instead of doing plates. I played around with it before I actually filmed this to see what I thought would look the best, and these little doilies just were super sweet. So I just laid the red one first, which is the biggest one, and then I had a medium-sized white one, and then I'm going to lay the small pink ones on top, and they ended up being so sweet and so inexpensive again. And then they also have these little felt heart sticker packets at Dollar Tree. Again, I got mine last year, but they do have them this year again. And I scattered them across the middle of the runner. So there's like just these little heart details in there too. And then after I get all this done, we are going to be making these little plastic wine glasses from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has these little plastic wine glasses. If you watch my Dollar Tree haul, you will see them in there. They are usually with the wedding ceremony stuff, and you just pop them together, and then I just tied a little burlap ribbon with hearts onto them, and the ribbon again came from Dollar Tree. It came from last year, but they also had ribbons out again this year. And if you don't find any ribbons that you like at Dollar Tree, Dollar General also has really pretty ribbons for Valentine's Day out that were only $1 as well. And then I just tied those around the little wine glass cups and then popped some of the red felt hearts inside of each glass, which is super, super cute. So again, this table runner was super inexpensive, and you just really have to let your creative juices flow, and it turned out super sweet. And this would also be perfect for a Valentine's Day party if you wanted to host one of those, or if you have little girls and you wanted to host a little Valentine's Day party for your little girls and her friends. Those would be super, super sweet. This tablescape is perfect for that, or just for your girlfriends over for brunch. Moving into the Hutch cabinet, I am again using that DIY heart banner that I made. It is so sweet. And then I decided to add those little red felt hearts onto these in like a little pattern, and you will see that here in a minute. And then I'm also going to be adding those pink heart doilies to the window panes, and it's just so sweet. It's very simple over here. I didn't do much, but again, it made such an impact just incorporating these little details. And here is the final look of everything and all of the up closes. It just turned out, like I said, super sweet and simple and romantic, and I absolutely love how the Valentine's Day decor turned out this year. I hope you found some ideas to incorporate simple touches of Valentine's Day in your home. It doesn't have to be bright and over the top. It can be very simple and neutral and make such an impact, and it's just super sweet and still has that cottage feel, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys did too, and I hope y'all have enjoyed thus far. I did want to say in close that if any of y'all have any prayer requests, you can always leave those down below. I would love to pray for you in your time of need. And I also hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. If you are new to join the thependryhome family, I would love to have you here with us. I'm uploading almost 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week is my uploading schedule, and it's just kind of a little everywhere right now, but I'm trying to get it consistent to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So lots of homemaking, lifestyle, decorating, and DIYing is happening over here. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.